We got 3 o'clock on the dot. Good people, welcome, welcome. It is a pleasure to be here with you again. It's your girl Nelly here with the Think Outside the Box Village Conversation podcast. Right here with my Glockaware family. Shout out to my big brother Toucan for allowing me this opportunity and providing this platform. Hey, what's going on, Instagrammers? What's going on, my villagers out here in the IG world? Listen, thank you everybody for continually tuning in, viewing, sharing, liking your feedback, all that good stuff. It is much appreciated, but continue to do it, people. It's all about the views. It's all about getting those views up. I can't wait to introduce this guy right here. But, I got to set the tone like I do every week. So soften your gaze, allow the eyes to come to a gentle close. Breathe in slow and controlled through your nostrils. Exhale, cleanse, and release with purpose. Block out all distractions in your mind and prepare to come into this conversation with an open mind and an open heart, with a level of respect for one another and understanding at the end of this conversation. Take a few more deep breaths. Exhale. Inhale, slow. And exhale, release. So look, that had to feel so good, that just to get that up off you, get a little stress up off you, release a little tension. Yeah. Listen, man, I got my little bro. I'm gonna call you little bro. I'm gonna call you little bro, little cuz. Got my family up in here. This is my North Side fam right here. I love this dude. We always have great conversations. So it's only right that he would bless my podcast with his presence. Mr. 3 a.m. Mr. 3 a.m. What's up with you, my guy? Say what's going on to my villagers. This is Mr. 3 a.m.
How you guys doing today?
So let's talk about who are you? Who is Mr. 3 a.m.?
3 a.m. is a guy that's out here trying to help the youth. Mm-hmm. Trying to share what Philly don't really do as much is unity with each other. Helping each other, especially when it comes down to the community. Mm-hmm. The kids see a lot that's going on. Mm-hmm. And we showing them a lot, but we don't show them enough good. So I could say I do enough for the youth. I also support Philly like we should, like Atlanta and other places do, that help each other get out as far as musically. So I definitely show love, no matter how the love look. If it's like it's too much love or I ain't showing enough love, whatever the case may be, it's gonna be some love though. I ain't showing no hate.
Love can be tough too.
You know what I mean, yeah.
It doesn't always look soft and gentle.
Yeah,
so.
And you ain't always gotta expect it to come back. Like just because it ain't come back from that person that you showing love to. Somebody out there that's showing you that love though.
So what kind of things are you doing for the youth? Give us some ideas, because it is definitely needed in our community. Our streets are crazy right now. The violence is just out of control in the city right now. So like, just tell the people like maybe how they can get involved with some of the stuff that you're doing.
I wouldn't mind some people just reaching out as a simple, Instagram. People see each other on Instagram doing what we do. Mm-hmm. Or, for instance, neighborhoods that's around. They see one block doing one thing, they should talk, get with each other. That's what I try to do. I actually reach out to other people and tell them what we should do for the community, which is block parties for the kids, for them to see more exciting things.
And you have done that. I've seen it.
Also, what I'm really on is it takes money to do, really takes a community to do it. But the goal is to get more youth buildings in the community, more recreational centers opening, because they're around, but they're not open. They shut down. They ain't open no more how they used to be. Yep. So I'm more on that move of trying to get recreational centers open for the children. Okay. And even get more put in place, because there's a lot that's needed. Yeah. You know what I mean? And security for them places, because we see what's going on. We got to recognize the problem.
Right, I was going to mention
we got to recognize the problem.
How do we keep our children safe that want to come to these rec centers? And, like, what was this? Just at Roxborough High School the other day, 5 people shot, 1 14-year-old dead at a football scrimmage, a high school football scrimmage.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like, my daughter's school was just on lockdown yesterday.
sorry for them people that experienced and endured that.
Yes, my
It
condolences.
is a tragic. And one thing I can say about that, we can't fix and change everything.
Right.
I mean, and I don't want to say the cliche thing everybody say it don't happen overnight and all that. No, it could start though. We can make change by one person doing something that's productive because we can't change it. So we
Right.
can't stop it. So I say just do more, show more what you could do
Do
with
you
the
think
children.
people are fearful? Because I feel
People is
like there's
fearful.
not any block
Now,
captains
now,
anymore.
where I say that people is fearful at is more on lack of education,
Hmm.
lack of intelligence. And what I mean by that, only that's no disrespect to anybody. I'm just saying, far as we don't like to go out and ask.
Mm.
It's people that's next to that can say, "Oh, yo, you could pay for a cop, you could pay
Right.
for a security. It's all this stuff that's right here for. It's all at the municipal building. You
Hmm.
go there, ask questions, they'll tell you a lot.
Right.
I ain't just do block parties and just I'm gonna do a block party. I had to really pay for it to get blocked off. Had to get people signatures like you.
Hmm.
You wanted the signatures. So the whole thing is giving that back to the municipal. And then when you go there, ask more questions that you may have. I still don't know how to even block off Love Park. I'm trying to figure that out.
Wow.
But when I go down there, I'm gonna talk to municipal and I'm gonna ask them questions how to block off Love Park.
Right.
But and they gonna tell you a price, or they tell you you can't do it. You only can hear no out of these things. But we don't ask questions to even hear no.
I think it has to start with a passion. Like you sound like you have a passion for what you're doing at the end of the day. Like it's a selflessness that a mentality that you have to even want to help others other than yourself.
Yeah.
Because this purpose is serving. I mean, this is your purpose, but the purpose of it is serving others, and it takes a special type of person to even want to do and dive into those types of things. So, what else is what else you got going on, Mr. 3AM? You're a community activist.
I
That's one
also
layer.
I'm also into buying property.
Mm.
I'm into real estate, so I'm
So you
learning. I'm
investing?
learning. Yes, I'm also
Okay.
learning that. I don't know too much on it, but I took a chance with just going to buy property.
Nice.
So my uncle, he does real estate, but he's not in the he ain't been in Philly in a while. So he talked to me from phone.
Okay.
So he kind of give me a little insight on things that I'm doing. So I'm just taking a chance on that. And I
Nice.
also reach out to people on Instagram as well that's doing stuff too.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I just don't sit around and just look and see what people doing and just run by it. I
Right.
actually go on the DMs and see how I can learn some more stuff about real estate. So I actually got land out of Phoenixville, PA.
Wow.
You know what I mean? 0.21 acres. It ain't a lot, but people that know real estate, that's a
Hey,
start. You know what I mean? But
listen.
0.21 acres.
You own land.
So I'm
That's
on
big.
real
That's
estate,
major.
and I push that towards the youth too.
Congratulations.
I appreciate that, and I push that towards the youth too. Like it's this kid. You know what I mean? Every time I see him, I give him a little $2 or $3, $5, because he actually worked. So
Mm.
I show him that's the tip in actually working. And it's gonna be people that's gonna tip you from your jobs that you're doing. They may be paying you up front from what they're paying you to work for,
Right.
but you're gonna have a job that somebody gonna tip you too, and it's gonna be good tips. So I'm just
Mm.
showing them that I see him, yo, man, take this little tip too.
Okay. So
And
that's two hats. I got two hats. I got the community activist. I got the real estate investor. Now, what else? What other hats are you wearing?
I'm more into you see the robots that's coming, right?
I think we had this conversation before,
Yeah.
and I am always intrigued with where you go with
All right.
this.
I could say it's no different than how we saw Microsoft. I was maybe 9 years old
Mm.
when Microsoft took off. So where's that with the little Apple computer? Remember the Apple with the
Yeah,
colorful, all them was different
yes, the
colors.
big
That's the
chunky
first, yeah,
desktop.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
When those things before they ever hit, you gotta think about it. We ain't know. It's lack of knowledge though. You know what I mean? Nobody's stupid. Nobody's, you know what I mean, smarter than nuts. It's just being aware, get the data, go out and search and dig for it.
Mm.
But to get
So
back on
these
topic,
robots, right?
so to get back on topic,
Uh-huh.
it's really so the robots is about to take over in the sense of the same way Microsoft took over. You saw the computers going everybody school, from the school to everybody hand your phone.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but it's people that invested in that and caught on to it. People ain't believing. They said this ain't gonna change the world. Then there's people that's like, no, this is gonna change the world.
So when you
So
say
it's the same
robot,
thing with the
what does
robots.
the robot
It's a
like
robot
look like?
arm. It's
What
not a
does it
full
look
body.
like? Okay.
It's just an arm. So they coming up with it's called micro robotics. So you got White Castle, Collie Burger, I believe so. No, I ain't gonna say I believe so for a fact. Uh, Chipotle and
What have this
this arm
robot?
coming.
Well,
They
I've seen
invested,
this. I've actually
and
seen
it's one
restaurants that have
Panera
like
Bread.
robot
Several of
servers
them.
and stuff.
But White Castle is the one to go national on TV with these robots and
Wow.
show them actually in action. But this before the stock market. A lot of people just come across their face, but they don't want to take the chance. That's the whole topic that I'm really on. We don't take the chance. When things is changing and things is going on, this is popular demand because a lot of people got their own businesses now. That was chefs in the kitchen at a 5-star restaurant, and this shit went shut. Sorry, can I cuss?
Yeah.
When this went,
What? You can
yeah,
curse, you
when
can
this
drink, you
when
can.
this went down, this whole pandemic thing, it's people that was making 50 to 100,000 a year, but they was working for somebody in a 5-star restaurant or 3-star restaurant, whatever the case may be.
Mm.
They quit and said, "All right, come up my own business." A lot of them did that by the thousands.
Mm.
Not to say it's still not working, but a lot of workers gave up and started their own business. The same guy, Saul Bay. Everybody knows Saul Bay.
Yeah.
He got his own shit now. Ben had his own shit for a while, but he was working for somebody. But so the popular demand with these robots, that's where they come in.
Well, I look at it from an employer's standpoint too. Like I feel like that's an advantage as an employer to have these robots and not have to employ human beings. Now, on the flip side, of course, that's going to hurt a lot of people. Like, what are people going to do to make a living when robots are taking your place as cashiers, as whatever, any type of like labor position?
And
But as an
I was
employer,
looking into that.
I can look at it from both ends, and I would probably rather have a robot because it's less liability, less room for error because it's a robot.
Right.
And you know what I mean? I don't have to deal with no emotional, no nothing. It's going to be
I can't come in
consistent.
today.
It's not going to call out.
It can malfunction, but somebody can come fix that.
Production should be at a high. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I can play devil's advocate with the robot situation.
And you're right about that. It's a double standard because you got people that's gonna look at, oh, it's gonna take my job. But when they showed this nationally on the news, they were showing that it was people working alongside this robot, just the robot handling the fries in the on the grill, the burgers on the grill. The chef's still there to grab and wrap it all up.
I like that. That's less liability.
So
you ain't gonna have
more
no
so
employees getting
you
burned.
always got your chef, but you ain't got no employees getting hurt, suing your job, slipping
like
on grease. So
like
when it showed in the action, it was like, oh, it's just an arm. It's no full body. So
I remember being a kid and watching the Jetsons. I always wanted to live like that. Like I always wanted a robot nanny that cleaned and all of like what? Yes. Yes. I don't want to have to lift a finger, let everything be robotic and come on through. Let everything just do its work for me. Like what? Are you kidding? So I'm with the robot thing. That don't scare me one bit.
And that's what they showed. That it shouldn't scare nobody, especially the chefs. It's just alongside of you. But in the future, you know how stuff go. It gets bigger. So
I feel like it was on the like for real, like a chef. Like I still would want that person.
That person hand, yeah,
because it's like it's just different when a person prepares it. It's a little love that's behind someone preparing food for you, but even if you were a chef, right, and you had instead of having a sous chef, you have your robot chef to do all the chopping up, all that prep work. That's dope.
Right.
I would want that.
And I like that you said that though, that the love part. Even though your food's still done, you still talking about that love, that whatever that person put, that robot can't, because it ain't no heart. I like
and
that
it's
you
gonna
said
taste like robot food.
That's why I always want people to understand when a person washing cars and stuff like that.
It's gonna taste
from
like
a man that's
food,
detailing with his fingers and doing all types of stuff versus somebody just making you go through that's $20. You could get that for $20. I'm gonna tell a person $30. I'm gonna tell a person $40 if he got a truck. And they looking at me funny. I'm like, I'm by myself doing this.
And it's your hand. I'm
gonna get right between your tires. That's what I can. But some people that respect it, but you got a lot of people that don't.
Yeah. It's about the craft.
Right.
That's why.
Down Delaware Ave selling waters, Gatorades, candy, Pepsis, all that type stuff, frozen waters and Gatorades. The guy tell me, why is I'm selling the waters for $2, but the vending machine got them for $2.75 and they not even frozen. I'm in Delaware Ave, Love Park. Everybody know Love Park. Love Park gonna run you up on their vending machines. The Gatorade's $3.75. Got the Gatorade's for $3. They talking about why you got the Gatorade's for $3. I said the machine want $3.75. I mean it's not frozen. These joints frozen. Frozen. You saw my stuff.
Oh,
You see how I move.
okay.
You see exactly how I move.
Cool. Robots are cool until until Terminator. I don't want to meet that motherfucker. Like he be fucking shit up. Like let Terminator sit his ass down. I don't want to meet a Terminator robot.
Not at all.
I mean, unless he was just not gonna kill me. I'm cool with that. He can fuck shit up around me, but don't kill me, Terminator robot. But I'm cool with the robot.
We gotta see that something is happening. The world changing. It's a new era.
It's robots for everything, though. If you think about it, it really is robots for everything. We're grown here, right? They have robot penises. Like, you ain't got what we need? What we need y'all for now? We got robot penises.
First off, girls been messing with anything.
No,
the shower head.
Yeah, but no, this is different. This is
ain't
like
no, man.
This
Y'all
is a firm penis on a contraption that's doing all that. A robot. And okay, I'm gonna play.
Y'all don't like when a man doing all that. Y'all tell us slow down.
Y'all got robot. Well, they not robots. They don't move and stuff, but they very lifelike. What you think about them? Them lifelike looking doll things that people want to have sex with.
I don't know. They own something with that. I ain't with it.
They charge a lot of money for them girls. For them dolls. A lot.
The dolls for the old heads.
Money.
That's for them old heads.
Huh?
The dolls for them old heads.
It ain't y'all. No, I think it's for the white people. Honestly, I don't think it's a black thing.
Yeah, ain't no.
I think. All right.
If we being a little, I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, racist with it.
I mean, we're being honest with it.
But
I just think that's.
I would say you got them uppity ass sisters, which is black women. You got them uppity ass brothers, which is black niggas. They be with them. They be up there turned out with them white motherfuckers too sometimes, man.
No, well, listen, I love to turn up with a good white person. Like nobody turns up like my white folk. Let's not even get into it.
We ain't doing that.
Don't even try to have a drinking competition with my white friends. Don't do it. You will lose.
Don't try to have a drinking competition with the game. Did you see how the game was drinking on Drink Champs?
No.
Man, you gotta watch that bull. I ain't seen nobody do what he did.
He probably went home and threw up. And
he did something bad.
He ain't pressing nobody. What'd he do?
Drunk the whole damn bottle.
Of what?
You'll see. You gotta watch it. He had some little shit that he was advertising.
Okay.
Some shit he was having on Drink Champs. The game on it. He was drinking that shit. Man, he cool. I'm good. I don't even drink like that. You know I don't drink like that. I smoke.
Right. I'm gonna check it. Well, so listen, I was on a podcast yesterday. Shout out to my big bro DJ Acting Up, my podcast bro here at the Glockaware family. So he asked a silly question. And it was he saw it on the news. But I think it's a question that I want to ask you. So he said he was watching the news, and this guy says to his girlfriend, I don't know how long they were together, that he wants them to be in an open relationship.
And you want to know my opinion on that?
So wait, let me finish. So she, over whatever length of time, however, she finally agrees, right? So she agrees. They have this open relationship. Well, it doesn't work in his favor because she ended up getting somebody that was like better than him, had more money than him, was like showering her and doing all these things for her. And he didn't have anyone. So then he decides he wants to come back to her and say, you can't, let's stop this. I don't want to be in an open relationship anymore. But she didn't want to stop. So whose side are you on? Because the chick, I was like, so my opinion with yesterday was that I was on the chick side.
Why be on the man's side? Not because I'm a man. Because they went into an agreement of having an open relationship. That's what he agreed to, right?
Right. But it was his idea.
But still gotta remember, we in the open relationship, you minds. I tell you stop, you stop.
Ooh, he tried it! Yeah!
So we stop. If she said stop, but she said I no longer agree. Well, if it was the other way around, if she said that I still feel the same way. Stop, nigga. No. She said stop, cause you could fuck a girl that was way better, and she ain't find nobody, and then she said, "Yo, stop," and he don't stop. He a corny ass nigga. He should stop.
But y'all not, you know damn for well
It's
y'all not gonna
about.
stop.
I'm still agreeing with
You're
you.
not gonna stop.
I'm still in agreement with you. I'm not even in disagreement with you. I'm in agreement with you that the girl, she not wrong for being what she on, but at the same time, he says stop. It's stop time now.
No, it's not. No.
See, that's the problem. Girls get too attached. That's why girls can't cheat.
No.
Men don't get attached. Men, how many? Come on.
No,
Men don't
now,
really get too attached like that, man.
Yes and no.
It's,
I say
it's
yes
a low,
and no.
the reason why you gotta say no, because when you speak on the minority, they don't count. You gotta speak on the majority. The majority men don't give a fuck about that. We going back home to our wife. We can mess around and go back to our wife. Our girls don't really know how to come back home. That's the whole point.
You don't think women know how to do that?
No, and the majority of women don't. I'm not saying it's not girls out there. That's the point. The majority always win.
Okay.
The minority.
We are emotional beings. I will give us that.
The minority.
Like, we are emotional beings, and
so that's the point. Like, because niggas, we can say we experienced it. We experienced women that didn't know how to come back. If we did this open relationship thing, it's because she found somebody better. We don't go off that better. We messing with a joint that got money. That don't mean our wife really is warm. Like, that shit is a different feeling. This girl she just got money. I don't want her money. We just out. She paid for shit. I pay for shit. I fuck her.
Do you think it's acceptable? Do you think it's more acceptable for men to cheat in a relationship than it is for women?
No, nobody should cheat. It should be a talk, like you said. But they did was good. That's a good joint. Not too many people do that.
Right.
So no, cheating on both ends is never gonna be acceptable.
Right. Okay.
No.
But I feel like it's always expected of the woman to forgive the man if he cheats. But if a woman cheats, the man would never forgive.
You gotta remember. You gotta remember that's a wound. When men cheat, that's a wipe off with a towel. A nigga just busting you. You gotta wait that 30 days to your cycle and shit to clear out.
It been a condom or
it don't.
Listen,
No,
you don't even have to have
no. We ain't even gonna say no condom thing. Everybody, come on, we ain't doing that. What about chewing the get up? He still got pre-nut in her mouth before the condom. What about all that?
What about you eating all that?
That shit, all girls don't squirt, so I ain't worrying about the clitoris.
And you still have a hole.
That wound is where everything come from. But no, it's still different.
Fluids getting all up in there.
It's still different, though.
No, y'all just think it's different.
No, the reason why it's really different because men is the carriers. We know we the carriers when it comes to disease. If men don't, hear weirdo because you gotta know your science facts on shit. Men is the carriers, so 9 times out of 10, the man don't actually got it in his body, whatever disease he carrying. That's why they call men the carriers, because he don't even have the symptoms he even know. And sometimes he'll get tested and say he good, but that's after whatever he was doing. It's a lot of shit that we don't know what we eating. Niggas eat lemons out this joint and don't know that's fighting off certain shit. You could put a lemon in the fucking penny and after 3 days, pull that penny out and see how clean that penny become, a dirty ass penny. So niggas don't know that they carriers sometimes. Women going no shit carrier. That's a wound. That shit gonna act out. It's gonna
too emotional.
It's gonna act out. So the whole thing is, man don't want no man doing nothing to his girl and shit. And he got that clap. Like, niggas got the clap too, though. I'm not saying niggas ain't giving up no clap to their bitch. I'm not saying that. But men, we more on some like we'll get some head before anything too. Sometimes we ain't always just fucking a bitch.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't always.
Women, y'all ain't just getting no head though. Ain't no nigga. No, not too many women. There's some niggas out here kinky, but that's y'all kinky little sugar daddy niggas. Y'all them niggas y'all like and want. Them niggas that got that bag that y'all like and want. He ain't just eating no pussy. Like, we ain't gonna do that. It's levels. You got this little old.
My bros were talking about that on their podcast the other day. They were debating about what a munch is, and I guess you just kind of confirmed it. A munch is a lame ass nigga.
That's just all what a munch is. Like, everybody, come on.
Well, I guess you just confirmed their argument that, but why does it have to be an old head? Like, it's young.
Because they the ones that be with it. They ain't have it so long. They ain't have it so long, so they just on whatever they see, they arouse. Just let me just feel the booty. Come on, you saw my video how Mr. Razor was. Like, come on, man, Mr. Ray. He wanted.
Don't talk about my boyfriend. Shout out to Mr. Razor.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Ray. 81 years old.
81, still getting it. What? That's my boyfriend.
Yeah, that's my guy.
I love Mr. Razor.
But naturally, some women, just some. So that's why you can't count the women because they're a minority. They're not a majority. Majority of women, y'all just out like the girl is right now. Oh, he got money. We ain't knowing that when the bitch got money. She got money, cool. Just give me that pussy.
Oh.
Y'all ain't on just
So
give me
y'all
that
don't
dick.
be looking for sugar
Y'all ain't
mamas.
on just giving me that. Did you see the girl? She don't even want to give up the ball. She ready to leave her nigga for the like, man, you tell me to leave this boy one more time, I'm about to leave your silly ass. That's what she on for real, for real. She come on. That's what she on.
Listen, so men don't want sugar mamas.
No, men don't want sugar mamas.
No?
That's another lame ass nigga. I'm trying to tell you. It's different
Really?
level. Women want value in material. Why the fuck you gonna buy me? What you gonna buy me? Rings and diamonds and shit. What you gonna buy me?
I don't know.
That's not gonna keep me in the house. Then you could keep a girl in the house. That's the difference. A woman that just want those things. I don't want to work. I just want a man to wine and dine me. She gonna stay in the crib because she want the wine and dine. She gonna listen. But a man not gonna listen. What man want to say? I want to be wine and dine. How many niggas you heard? I want to. Come on.
I don't know.
We want a girl on our level. That's the difference. A man getting money, he want that girl on his level. He got a little couple thousands coming through. He want her to have some little hundreds coming through or some thousands. He want no bum joint. But some niggas will put a girl on his back like a man should. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm on that. Y'all fought for the 60s. Y'all fought in the 60s. That's what I'm on. Y'all fought for these rights. Y'all want to be a fireman. Now it's called firewoman. Y'all want to be y'all want to be a policeman. Now it's policewoman. That's cool. I liberate. I'm with y'all. Go get that fucking job. You talking that? Yeah.
Shit, sometimes we do shit better than y'all. I feel
And
like I'm a better
against
general
that.
contractor
I ain't
than
even
some
against
men.
that. I ain't even against
Because I'm
that.
more attention to detail.
The reason
Like,
why
we
I'm
better
not
at
against
shit than
that
y'all.
is because in some areas you're right when it comes to that cookie shit, when it comes down to pie painting, some artists, you know what I mean, some tattoo
I'm
and
talking
shit.
about putting a house together.
That's
using
a home.
power tools and shit.
No, see, that's a
Yeah,
limit. That's why I'm glad you
than
said. I try
some
to
men.
save you. I try to talk about something else. I try to save
No,
you
you
and
try
say
to keep
everything
it
that y'all
true.
do. No, cause Sassy do construction.
I know.
And this shit that
And
she can't pick up. It's some shit. A man gotta pick the fuck that big ass jack.
Yeah, well, that's what
ain't
they
no
got
woman
dollies for.
I see big ass women doing that. I ain't never see no woman like you playing with that motherfucker. No, you ain't drilling no fucking cement. So when you, I want to see you drill some cement and see how you shake on that motherfucking cement.
That machine ain't no joke.
It's not no joke, and you know you ain't handling that.
Don't.
I know you ain't handling that. I could put you to a doctor just because that is a man too. So when you talking about doing something better than the man, I want to see you handle that.
It's not a man's tool. It's just a strong person's tool, like you said.
And that's again back to the minority. How many women doing that? You don't see them. Every time I see somebody, watch, you gonna see it.
But that's only because I feel like that's what society teaches little girls. Sugar, spice, and everything nice, and we're supposed to get these domestic jobs.
It's the mom that want to pick the pocketbook on the girl. Oh, look how cute she look. Y'all already make them soft.
That's what I'm saying. Society is what makes us feel like. No, it's society too.
The mom
because
picked the pocketbook
I have had parents catch flack for going against the grain of society, and now you got to defend your parenting because you're not going with the norm. So it's still society because, okay, you could be a parent to say X, Y, and Z. Your child still got to go to school. They're still going to be influenced by outside influences. So at the end of the day, it's society.
I can agree with you to a degree. You're right with the society part. But you still have a brain. You still pop your kids when they doing certain shit when you told them stop. And society so you don't hit them kids, man. So that's what I'm on. You still have a choice that I want to watch what I say when I say certain things. When it comes down to like famous people, because I don't want to say no names, but the famous person right now that got his son turned into this trans right now. I respect that. I respect.
Why you hiding his name?
But come on, we ain't gonna do that with that bull, man. I ain't.
Everybody knows who
everybody
you're
know who
about.
he is, but like I don't like saying.
Shout out to Zaya Wade. I love that little girl, and she's living her best life.
Name, I don't know. But yeah, that is the best life. But he chose to do that. It's all that I'm making a point at. It's not that I'm trying to shame that.
No, because it's like when you're faced with the decision,
he chose to do that. He don't have to.
Because you don't want your child. I mean, what if you didn't, right? And then that child commits suicide because they feel like you're not accepting them for who they think they are, who they're trying to be, or whatever it is. I just feel like life is too short to be so because that's why my show is called Think Outside the Box.
My point of bringing them up,
lifestyles and sexuality
was just that
anything.
It's a choice, though. I ain't trying to shame on them. I'm just saying that it's a choice how he accepted, though. He could, but come on, you talking about chopping off stuff and all that. It's people that you can pull that record up. How many people after getting that chopped off, they actually committed suicide? Yeah, because they're like, I want that back, and you can't get it back. You chopped it off.
I mean, I don't know
So
what.
all that I'm saying is it go both ways. So I'm just thinking, so
Mhm.
it's like we don't have to teach our kids as society tells us, because like I said, the point was people still pop their child if they trying to correct them.
Right.
And
I'm a parent that goes against the grain. I don't go
yeah,
with the grain of society, and I've had, some fallouts even with family members at times in regards to what I wanted to do and how I wanted to raise my kids. So, when it comes to that, I just feel like this is where the village is broken too, right? Because
facts.
before,
That's a fact.
even if the parents, because I wasn't raised by both my parents. My parents were on drugs. My grandmother raised me. It was a village that stepped in and raised me. My aunt Ronnie stepped in and raised me. Kids don't have that kind of like structure. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's an issue too, as far as the villagers. And I heard a lady say that the other day on the news. Her daughter had been shot somewhere, I think like in Bucks County or something, or like, I don't know,
Mm.
but black lady. And she was like, what happened to the village? She said, my parents grew up in this neighborhood. I grew up in this neighborhood. We never left this neighborhood. And my daughter was shot in the back of my grandfather's house.
Well,
She
we know
got
what
up.
happened to the village when it come down to this drugs. Everybody's high.
Mm,
Before even this time, remember crack was way worse than what it was now. Like it's a little, the crackheads could survive now. The shit's so cut.
right.
They was dying then.
Yeah.
So the village was cut from this. So you got people that's hurt, that's growing up through them people that passed from that shit.
Hmm.
So not even just to stick on that crack stuff. It's more so the villages also came from. If I pop your child, or not even pop, I just I just said, yo, young boy, I'm tell your damn mom, or I'm gonna pop this shit out you, I'm gonna smack the shit out you. Next time I see you doing this, I'm gonna make you go to your mom, and I'm gonna take you to your mom and tell her what I did to you, what you did to get popped. That village is gonna come. Motherfuckers are saying, don't touch my fucking child. Cause now you don't know how motherfucker. Or don't even talk to
Exactly.
my
That's the
child.
problem.
Don't even if you didn't touch him, don't talk to my fucking child like that.
That's the problem that the teachers face. That's the
And
problem that
that's what,
anybody
yeah,
that's in a position of authority over someone's child faces,
yeah.
because it's like the parents are like, don't say nothing to my child, but you.
And which is acceptable to a degree, because you don't know how the next person is gonna hit your child or
True.
talk to your child.
Absolutely.
So it is a thing, but it's just more so what I'm on now, because the shit's so confusing. We gotta understand this shit double rap. And what I mean by double rap is that we talking Warren with our thoughts with shit like, oh damn, he was black and he did that. Oh damn, he was white when he did that. We too much on that versus just really hanging with or bringing the energy towards us that we need.
Mm.
You know who you mess with and who you like to be around and stuff like that. Stay connected to that energy, and when you see that energy that you know where this bullshit is at, and you know where we go, we still going to fuck down there though.
Right. Right.
We know what's down there,
Right.
but we still going there.
Right.
So that's stupidity right there on me
Yeah.
and you, and
Yeah.
me and you,
Yep.
your husband too.
Everybody.
So everybody that goes down to
Everybody
that
that go
area I'm
down to that
talking about.
We crazy and
So,
we gluttons for punishment. Like,
we gonna
just for
stream
being
this
down here.
grandkids, or we gonna stream this, damn, this shouldn't, why this happened to me, but we know what's happening to the people that's already around us.
Right.
So my whole main thing is, it's more so doing what you do. You here with this family here, Glockaware, shout out to Glockaware. You here with them. This your piece.
It is.
This where you
How
find
did you know
love.
that? Listen, I literally just said that to shout out to Rosie Porter and the X Radio. That's also my podcast family, my sister in spirit. And I was saying to her yesterday, like, this is my piece. I love coming here because I'm just Nelly here. I'm just me here. And that feels so good. That's no knock at my husband or no knock at my kids.
No, because that's the other part of your piece.
That is
Yeah,
all
it
of
ain't
that.
you know where
But
that's what the whole,
this
yeah, this is part, yeah.
It's just me.
This
And
what you
this is
this what you wanted.
where my mind can think. I feel creative here.
Yeah.
It is such a network here that it's like you can bounce your ideas off of like-minded people. I call this my think tank. Like I love this vibe in
Yeah.
here, so I appreciate you for even recognizing that, because this is a part of my piece. It really is. Everybody's like waving and chatting. Okay, Mr. 3 a.m., you bringing the folks up in here. You bringing the folks, and you bringing the heat. You even got my bros out there coming and peeking their head in and chit-chatting up on the YouTube. Shout out to Chef. Shout out to Imani for commenting and tuning in. You guys are awesome. So, like, is there anything else you want to, like, talk about, bro, because you bringing the heat today, and I'm loving this conversation, and this is what we always do, right? So this is natural. This is what we do on a regular anyway when we get with each other. So I know you probably wonder what these cards are.
Yeah.
Why I have these in front
And I'm
of
like my
us.
mouth cotton as shit. I walk past them stores.
You need to get a water or something.
No, it's all right. I'm probably be fine.
All right, so look, I want you to pick a card from each stack. Pick a card from each stack and read it. You can pick it at random, doesn't matter. So now that you know what's what, flip them over. You can pick from the top, you can pick from the middle, it doesn't matter. Pick a card from each stack. And then we're going to get into this song that he didn't even mention that part. I was wondering when he was going to get to his artist side. He just kind of left that out, but I didn't forget. I'm not going to let that slide.
Right. No, I was just showing love. So, solar plexus.
Mm-hmm. That's your chakra card.
I accept the oneness of all life. I know I am one with the others on this journey. I suppose them and let them support me. I am brave, not afraid to ask for assistance. I allow myself to empathize, and sympathize. With others, I chose to see the love in all around me. I find common ground with others rather than differences. As this brings harmony into my life, into theirs.
Was there anything on that card that resonated with you?
Where I felt that was more so how I separate myself, as far as loving people from a distance. So this where this coming at with the differences. I accept the ones that don't appreciate, and I accept the ones that do appreciate. And what I mean by the ones that don't appreciate, it's talking about love, because that come from a deep place when you love somebody, and they don't appreciate you. So the family part where they don't really appreciate, I just accept that. So I take that from a distance. And when I empathize and sympathize with what's around me, with the kids, I mean, with the love that do come my way. I mean, sympathy for the people that's actually being murdered around us. The stuff that we see on the news, you see that it's more black and black.
Yeah.
So I empathize with that.
So this applies to you.
So this applies to me.
Cool. All right, let's see where we go with the other two. Shout out to Jan. What's up, sis?
Whatever joy there is in the world, all comes from desire. Others to be happy. And whatever suffering there is in the world, all comes from desire, myself to be happy. But what I need is to say much more. The childish work for their own beliefs. But the butterness work for the bitter of others. Just look at the difference between them. This don't really resonate with me.
Well, what I'm hearing from it is back to the selflessness that I said that you display, like in terms of how you put your others before yourself. So I'm gonna read it for you so that you can. Just the first line is what resonates for me with you. Whatever joy there is in this world, all comes from desiring others to be happy. And whatever suffering there is in this world, all comes from desiring myself.
The only why I want to say that part is just because when it comes down to others, that means all walks of life and beings. I don't feel like that towards adults. The reason why I only say that is because adults get selfish and adults get greed. Some people you give a piece of chicken to, they want the whole thigh.
Mm.
A child accept what you give them.
Mm.
That piece of chicken you gave them, they got that piece of chicken. And you could tell them, no, that's all I have. And they be, okay, that's what it is. So the children that's picking up these guns, it's going to be hard to save them. So not turning my back against them, but the kids that's not playing with them guns, it's easy to save them before they pick up the gun.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
So the adults, when I say helping the adults, I really don't really like doing that. You help you. It's a minority group. I really
Right.
don't help others.
Right. That was real shit though. That was real shit. Like I respect that. Like I feel like to help adults or be, it's kind of enabling. You know what I mean? Like it's the youth and it's that you really can, like you said, save and hopefully catch that child before they're too far gone. But adults, they're set in their ways most times. So I
Yes.
agree with that. I agree with
Yeah,
that.
because I'm actually working, Mr. Tank. Light skinned Mr. Tank got the barbecue wings and all that, ribs and everything like that. So the soul food around the way.
Oh, I probably know
You
him.
probably know him by face.
Hmm.
He actually support the youth. God rest my man's soul, Jawan. You know what I mean? He died, got shot a couple years back.
Wow.
But he tried to stop this young man and get him on the right path. But it's already too late. He played with guns.
Mm.
And what he doing in the streets is what he doing in the streets. But his life was taken. But Mr. Tank tried to stop him. He had him working with him a few days. He told me he gonna come back. Don't come
Look,
back.
look, look. She's saying I know. All right, sis. I know she. Jan's saying I know him. I got to know him. I'm pretty sure I know him when I see him.
Yeah, I'll show you. So the whole thing is he helped people for the community, and I see how he don't give up. But we kids, I'm naming kids. We was kids when he was grabbing on him and telling him, "Yo, come with me, and I'll
Right.
have you cooking and cleaning or whatever you need to do to make some money."
Right.
He came one day and then come back the next day talking about he was good.
Mm.
But when he did need him, he'd go back. But it was a back and forth thing. So then a year go by, he get murdered. And that same token of that year, messing with that guy, actually cooking food with him and doing things.
Wow.
So he was a little more hurt on that.
Right. That's a tough one, especially when you're trying to save someone and there's nothing that you can do because if that person was determined to be in a certain lifestyle or whatever, and sometimes it's karma. It doesn't necessarily
yeah,
have
I
to mean
believe,
that
yeah,
you're into that at that time
I believe in
or
karma.
whatever, but it's just depends on and there's no determining when it's going to come at you, when karma is going to come, how it's going to come. And karma doesn't fight fair. Karma doesn't come back the same way that you dish something out. So and that's the crazy part. Like these kids really don't get it when they take someone's life. How everybody's life has changed. Even there, like just that fast, you have changed your life forever in the
Right.
blink of an eye. And I don't understand I mean, I do understand, but it- I feel like it's so deep rooted that it's going to take a long time to get to the other side of this.
Well, our lifespan is only what 50 to 100 years. So in our heads, we like, damn, it's gonna take a long time because shit. We look
We
at
might not be here to
look
see
how
it.
we aging and stuff. So it's just a thing of like when it happened, it's gonna happen because it was a long time of slavery and that's gone. It was a long time of war with people like when America just left Pakistan.
Hmm.
20 years over there, war happens, and we get in war. So when we realize that we in war, that's when
Right.
look at them people moving around, the white folks moving around, the dangerous neighborhoods right now.
Mm.
Just walking by as careless as it can be. I'm not provoking nobody to do anything. I'm not saying that. Just saying, at the end of the day, we at war with each other because that's
So
the focus.
I want to
Each other.
touch on because you are an artist, and what genre of music do you want to classify yourself as, and as far as your artistry? And I want to touch on how I feel like some of the black men rappers are becoming extinct. like they're endangered or whatever. They're endangered. That's the word. They're endangered. And it's profound to me. It seems like
I think we gotta look at
they're
that.
more famous in death now. Like,
Yeah, I think we gotta look at that as a thing that's gonna happen, is meant to happen. Only in the sense why I say that, it's because look where these rappers and all of us choose to be. Look at it's a bunch of new news running around. People that got silver spoons and they want to be in the hood.
oh yeah, I mean that's
And PNB or anybody else, they actually from that hood, so that's all they can connect with. So it's the brain power of disconnecting. A lot of us don't want to disconnect. We still love, and we all got to remember what 50 Cent said. He said the movies, love get you killed. He said Get Rich or Die Trying in the movies and shit in his movie. Love get you killed. The boy said, you love me? He said, love get you killed. Not that all love get you killed, like loving you. It's just that the love you may have for somebody, that's the person that could do something to you because you trust them so much.
right,
So that's the whole point. Like, it's no disrespect to anybody that got a wife or a husband.
right.
That's the closest person that can kill you because the love. You gonna actually make that move. They tell you, yo, come over here, meet me right here. And it's a dark place they telling you to come to. You still gonna come because that's your man or whatever, or that's your wife. You still gonna come. You like, this shit's strange. Why we meeting right here? And clock your shit.
It's the drill rappers
So
with the beat.
the rappers moving around, state to state, going to the hoods. They don't want to be with the white people because you see, it's like I said, when I said a bunch of new news, what I mean that as in wanting to leave that silver spoon and come to the hood like she was with T.I. You see them, there's people like that. And then you got people that's already from the hood that don't want to be in where she even running from. They ain't worrying about that. We just want some money. We got the money. We don't want to be in that. It's just so habit. We don't know how to be around each other and accept each other with that money. The next person. They don't want to ask how you get it, or they don't want to ask, can I join?
Right.
They rather just take it from you. But we gotta realize that's what we under though. If we don't realize that's what we under, we all gonna get killed. Being rappers with jewelry, going back to the hood. If we don't realize, damn, this is the thing how niggas feel. And then it's not just going back to the hood. Niggas going with just themselves sometimes when they getting, or just one other guy.
So is that the
You gotta be with your gang, or you gotta
like
be with
you
security.
can't come back to your hood and show
No.
what you've earned? Like you gotta kind of dumb yourself down when you come back home. If
It's
you
the
make
same equivalent of what
achieve
I
a
just
certain
said
level of
about them
success?
people moving out here to them hoods. They get to walk by while a person from over the other side, you would ask him what he doing over here, but he black. But that white, no, it's not starting no race war. I'm not on none of that shit. I'm just no race.
It's
It's just
you
really
don't have to
saying,
apologize for being honest and speaking
I
your
don't
truth.
know. Yeah, I'm just more so a thing of they can walk by, jog right by you. I'm seeing them ride they bike. You won't say, yo, what you doing here? Where you from? Why you around here? But you'll stop a black person. And that's not just in Philadelphia. Don't think small, think Philadelphia. It's big. It's being in the United States. A lot of states out. You gotta think other hoods that really say what you doing over here. That's on that gang shit. Cause Philly, we ain't on that gang shit. We just got a squad. We got niggas. We got homies. Whatever.
Do you think we're trying to be on some gang stuff?
No. Philly.
Like, what is all
that's
these
one thing I
random
say.
shootings about?
I could say.
Like
Dang.
they just shooting up like a little white kid down
It's
Temple.
funny you said that.
Like it's just random. Some of this is really like.
I'm gonna say what they said. What it was 100 and what?
And I feel like when everybody's screaming blood this, blood that, it's so many people screaming they bloods and ain't really blood.
I would say the blood thing is a more so of wanting to be down. It's a lot of kids. You gotta remember this stuff is new to them. They 14 and 13. The youngest is 12.
Yeah, I said when she get up, she ain't coming back. She gonna support. I love it. She ain't coming back.
So it's more of a thing of like these is kids. This new to them. Like so it's exciting. They don't really look at the jail part. That's why you see them crying. We talking about the kids. We ain't talking about them real thug killers. Some niggas stand up and be like, nigga, fuck it, I gotta rock out this little 20 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? They tell their baby they gotta see him. Then you got these young boys, most of them balling the fuck up.
All you gotta do is watch First 48.
Yeah, they crying. So the whole thing is, I'm looking at, damn, these is real. It's new to them. They babies. They don't know nobody. It's really like the game to them. You gotta think about when your mom told you don't run away and you ran away. You gotta think about look how you felt when you ran away and shit, but you ain't know what the fuck to say when you get back.
No.
That's jail. You don't know. You don't see that part. You don't see that part. That's the part they don't see. They don't see the jail part. They just see, damn, this shit new to me, and this what this drill shit is about, and this what they on. Yeah, so kill a couple niggas. And my old head gave me the ratchet too to kill these niggas. It's the
Right.
old head too. You gotta remember that. These young boys don't know.
Right.
It's the old head. How does
So
that?
that's the problem. That's the village too, because back, like I just feel like old heads were
Yeah.
more, it was even gangsters back in the day. I just feel like they just had a level of morals, like even gangsters, like back in the day, you wasn't hearing about no women and children getting shot up. That
Yeah,
wasn't
because they had more
allowed.
respect. Remember,
That wasn't
you
allowed.
gotta remember this is the we in 2022, so uh uh a 2000 baby is what 20 years old right now.
Hmm.
So these are them babies and them 90s babies in the midst. It's not your generation of people, them 70s and 60 and them 80 kids.
No.
It's not them kids so much. Not saying they didn't do it, because
No, but some of those crack babies grew up.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of crack babies.
So but y'all was
grew
doing it at adult ages and stuff like that. More so 18 and 19.
What?
You gotta make it to 21 type thing. Now you gotta make it to 14.
Yeah.
No, you gotta make it to 17. I ain't gonna do them bad.
You gotta
Probably
make it to 8.
16.
A little girl just got shot in the head. She's 8.
Right. No.
The
no.
freak.
No,
Like,
shit.
you gotta make it like it's not a game here in this city. And we're not the only ones plagued with this, but this is our city. This is where we live at. And I can only speak about what I know. I don't live in any other city.
Right.
So I can only speak about here and what I see and what I witness in my own neighborhood. Gunshots. On the next 100 up, like constant cop cars running, helicopters over your head. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Like, people have been shot just sitting in their car having conversations with people and never made it in the house. Little girl was shot and gunned down walking her dog. Clearly the person gunned her down. But it's like, even that, like, why do these dudes feel as though they can't just leave a chick alone? Like the dude who killed that girl right here on, like, was that Chestnut? Like 54th or 56th and Chestnut? Killed that girl. They have like 5 kids together. He beat her so bad that, he stabbed her. The knife was stuck in her head.
I was trying to, you're right.
Stabbed her that much, in that much rage. Like, husband, don't love me that much. I don't want to be loved that much. If that's what people think love is, that you gonna love me enough that you'll kill me if you can't have me. Like, that's
some people not married, right? But they on that in their head, to death do us part.
54th and Chestnut, yeah. Yeah, no, I ain't no, but let it be God's will, not yours, till death. Not yours. That's not for you to determine. Like, clearly again, good coochie just makes people act nutty. Like,
what about good meat? Because you see how y'all on Snap.
But she tried to leave him.
There's a lot of women on Snap.
She tried to leave him, so the meat couldn't have been that good.
It
had to have been good enough because she had 5 of his kids.
This show Snap.
Come on through.
There's a lot of women on Snap.
What's Snap?
Snap.
Oh, the show Snap.
The show Snap.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of women murdering right there.
It is.
It's a lot of murder.
But we ain't topping them in.
No, I don't know who topping. To be honest with you, when I seen Snap, I don't know who topping anybody, because I see men once in blue, like on the news. But to see them girls on Snap going crazy, like, I'm like,
Good Deal do it too. Good Deal.
There's seasons out of that shit.
It is. Good Deal do it too. I'm not gonna deny that either.
We gotta stick to that. That's a bad joint, though. That's a bad joint.
Well, listen, we can't get out of here without you talking about your music, your song. What's the title of it? Where did you come up with the concept of it? I listened to it, so I have my own interpretation, but this is your song. So I want you to tell me how you feel about it.
It's a freestyle. You know what I mean? Master P Jones, not gonna get no money off this. Sue the shit out of my ass. So I ain't knowing that. It's just a freestyle song. Make them say, Master P, 3 a.m., YouTube that.
Okay.
But,
no, you sent me numbers.
The one numbers I sent you, you said you didn't get it, so I had to.
So you sent me something else?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to listen to this one. That's not fair. Right. Okay. All right. So you want me to do this one then?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to load it up.
That's something I just dropped 3 days ago.
Okay. Let's see. Let's load it up. Oh, it's playing in my ear.
They stands for all
Can we get it on?
man. I'm young, fly, high, black man, Peter Pan.
Cross me the wrong way, get smacked with the right hand. I'm smoking on that foodie oodie, tropical like toucan. I'm in NY, yes, I'm strapped up with my man. You the type of man to testify against your man. Knowing you did wrong, still managed to put up the right hand. Your mother even said you wrong, y'all grew up in the sand. My own fucking brother told a nigga to down me. Why my dick keep fucking and these chicks keep clucking? What the fuck you expect we supposed to be riding with each other? Do you remember I almost put the house in the oven? Cooking on the stove, I was trying to feed our hunger. I never told our mother. You told another brother, kill your own flesh and brother. She hear this shit right now, and I was just reading the letter that I wrote to tell another. My niggas sneaky with the lays, creep up on you like some caterpillars. A lot of niggas talk tough, stand up, beating on their chest like gorillas. Until they get their wig split down to their neck, they call us banana pillars. Dick your bitch down, now she sleepy on the pillar. Before she went to sleep, she was sucking out the feeling. I caught the nigga slipping, he was shopping at the villa. He could play King Kong, I'll be Godzilla. Sparks when I fire here, flame monkey victim. Yeah, she a bad bitch, but she in and out of whips. Fucking with many men, she want more than 50 cents. No time to fuck these bitches, on my mind is getting rich. Setting up your mans, disrespect your mom, that's crucifix. I was 11 hitting licks, won't lie about the shit. Age 13, Spark Plus helped me get up in your whip. Mama told me to get it together, boy, you really made me. You see how young it start? I said I was 11. And that's serious shit, because how we grew up in these streets. I'm a 90s baby, 93 in South Philly.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Running around South Philly in like, what, 99?
So how long have you been into
That's
this
the
music
project
stuff?
shit.
Like,
So
you've
I've been in the music since music been introduced to
Into
me.
you.
Shit. And you already know how that is, like, that shit in the house. You see a bunch of people dancing and shit. So
Okay. So where do you see yourself taking this? Like, what are you? Do you have any showcases coming up? Where can people see you performing at, bro?
well,
We only got a couple minutes left, so I want to make sure
well,
that
you
the folks
actually
know
with
how
the
to find
guys. You actually with the group. The guys all in front of you when you walk through that door.
you. Okay.
Messi
Okay.
trying to set some up with their peoples and stuff.
Dope.
You know
Dope.
what I mean? So they got venues.
How do they find you on Instagram?
Shout out to 1122.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they got their thing going on over there.
Okay.
So
Do you have any showcases coming up soon?
yeah, I'm trying to set something up. I get emails. I want to put some ID on this if they listening. So if you're a rapper, it's this website called Afton. 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 Shows. Now, you set up everything through that, they email you shows. So I could do a show any given day I want. I just pace myself. So
Okay.
I'll definitely keep it posted. So I ain't got no shows right now. Right now I'm supporting my man Microwave Frank. Shout out to Microwave Frank. We about to fly out Denver come October 24th. We're going to be out there for a week. We're going to turn something up out there.
Okay.
So yeah, shout out Microwave Frank. October 24th, yeah, that's the next show right now. And that's all about my guy. You know what I mean?
Okay. Awesome. Now, how can the people find you on Instagram?
You can at me at 3 a.m. dot. 3 a.m. dot only.
Dope. Well, listen, man, this was a really heated show. He put the heat on the mic. I'm so excited that you pulled up on me. You came through. This was everything that I expected and more in terms of just picking your brain and seeing where this conversation was going to go. Mr. 3 a.m. It's so hard for me to call you that because I know I want to call you something else.
Yeah.
But listen, this was an awesome show, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in on IG. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. Search YouTube Glockaware if you want to chat live. Thank you to everybody that chimed in. Thank you to Chef. Thank you to Imani. Thank you to Jan. If I forgot you, I apologize. Thank you to everybody that commented on Instagram. It's just too small. I couldn't see it. So I couldn't comment on what you were saying, but I appreciate you anyway for having your opinion and chiming in. It's your girl Nelly from the Thinking Outside the Box podcast every Thursday from 3 to 4. Make sure you tune in, view, share, like. Peace and blessings. The light in me honors and respects the light in you. Namaste.